Here's the funny thing, though. I always have to think about this when I saw BB and stuff. So, putting him back into water. I guess one of the best things you can do to a baby when after birth, when you have it back home, like go bathing with it, because it's used to be inside of the womb, right? And that is filled with liquid as well. So it will feel straight at home when you go bathing with it. So yeah, of course, handle it with care and everything. Thing can barely even breathe, right? What if I just simply go to sleep? No? She just put us into water in order to find home. It only seems natural to go back into the water. Well, now I'm taking the express all the way. Okay. Hmm. Why are we sitting down? Oh, okay. Here it is.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady.
The last stranding has already begun.
Amelie?
No, Bridget.
You're too late. What took you so long?
Your voice.
You still don't know who I am, do you?
Who are you?
Sam. I knew you'd come back. Sam, listen to me.
This is dumb.
I love you, Sam.
I'll be waiting for you on the beach. been waiting for you. Right here, ever since.
The reason why it's dumb is simply because when the scene happened the first time and she launched, it was after a conversation. No, it was just some weird jump scare. And just didn't make any sense when right now the main character should be talking and nothing else. This is so dumb. It's supposed to bring me up to my senses, maybe even code something, hide something that I'm not supposed to see, but I only think that was dumb. I want to use stronger words, but let's not do
You were
that right
supposed
now.
to stop me. Stop all of this.
Bridget?
Yes. It's me, Sam.
Where's Amelie?
Where she's always been. Nowhere. My
And
daughter,
yet
Samantha,
everywhere.
America's Strand, doesn't exist.
Amelie doesn't exist.
Not in your world. I'm sorry, Sam. I've had to wear a mask for so long.
Yeah, the question though becomes, how did she imitate aging? You know? That's a little bit, I would like to know.
Amelie and Bridget are both a part of me.
What's that supposed to mean?
Quiet, and I'll tell you.
Bruh, first off, don't tell me to be quiet. Second off, it would be better if she said that she was both of them. And like she said she was both of them, and now she's saying they are parts of her. Like, what is this, the Holy Trinity?
You. There is no time for questions. Listen. Just listen. Do you understand, Sam?
The reason why I take trouble with this is a dialogue. I even have quite a recent example because I was watching someone play Final Fantasy 16. And he went through an adventure, came back to camp, and wanted to tell someone about that adventure. And then the character, then we went to black screen, faded back in, and then a dialogue like this started. So to just left off after to start up right after explaining. So we didn't need to listen for like 15 minutes to anyone. We could just skip because we just lived through that. But here nothing was explained.
Amelie and Bridget. Those are just names.
This is pretentious now.
What I am is an extinction entity. So, knowing what you know now, you have two choices.
And to be absolutely precise in it, the game basically just doubled explained me what is going on here. But I find it to be an insult to intelligence. Yeah. I guess it even triple explained it. Because first there was the bed with Bridget and Emily and Black on the beach. Then Bridget fading into Emily, and then her saying all of it once more, and now it was the third time. It's that's in a span from 1 minute. That's why it's an insult to intelligence.
Just getting shot one of them.
You wouldn't come back if it happened here, you know. You'd be straight on to the afterlife. But no. It's not one of them.
Could we please have this conversation without the gun? It's okay for her to hold the gun, but aiming the gun, I don't think would be necessary, since right now my understanding of her is that she is incredibly powerful and wouldn't even need the gun to finish off Sam. So, especially since everything that I know from both of them is that they would talk. And then they would look at each other and then make the decision. At first they would talk, probably for half an hour, in total hour, and you could make the argument maybe that is too much ask of the player or viewer to listen to that dialogue. But not only is it something that I would wish for, but it just makes logical sense, because it is all they did the entire game. They was just talking. Even so, it was Emily who greatly manipulated the overworld into getting Sam to this spot, basically. And maybe she's a little bit scared, but they still should have respect and know that they will not just suddenly start fighting. You know? Because in other stories where something like this happened, like that made me personally more aware of situations like this. And when I talk to someone that I hate, but we share a lot of lifetime together, I will always, or at least this is what I learned, that I should tell them under the rules of fair play. I should tell you this or that. And now this even starts to irritate me, because I suspect that the director wants to one-up the entire situation and wants to have more urgency or more tension in general. And I want to point at the fight against Higgs again, where there was, oh, this is a big moth, where the fight between Sam and that was a big moth. Sam and Higgs was supposed to be somewhat tragic, but there was no tragic for me in the scenery, but it was this tragic music that was playing, and we were supposed to feel something specific. And even so, it should rather have been a hero moment. We were supposed to be we were getting the tragic hero moment. And yeah, I suspect now that the director is going for something similar, that now the music is relaxing and let's see, to translate wehmütig is the German word in English. Wistful. Hey? I guess it's melancholic, maybe. Melancholic would also fit here. but it's a feeling wave of non-aggression. While on the other hand, we see a scenery of aggression. Like I said, from everything the game showed me, they should have the respect to talk it out. So this weapon, I would be okay with her just holding it at hip size, but I don't think they would just go at it. And both of them know that first, let's hear each other out and then come to a conclusion. But for some reason, we are now getting this.
Killing you would be a terrible mistake. I know that better than anyone. The last stranding has already begun. A seam has formed from my beach and the beaches of every soul in America. And soon it will be inundated by a vast surge of antimatter starting here. In a flash, this world will be no more. Consumed by an explosion. A big bang.
Why not make it tar? Tar would be more on theme with the game, like tar, ectoplasm, like substance. Why does it have to suddenly be an explosion?
So, that brings us to your first choice. Do nothing. Stay here with me and bear witness to the very end.
Just watch it burn.
Together. With me. Until the last flame winks out. Doesn't sound so bad, does it?
Does it make sense that he is reluctant? Because he had never shown... he had shown reluctancy because of his phobia to her. Like, he was the most okay with her being close. Let's just say if it happens again, I would take trouble with it.
It's not like the world has long left anyway. Then there's the second choice. In expanding the network, you brought people and their beaches together, integrating them into a greater whole. Like this Kipu. But in doing so, you also bound them to my beach. The very beach where I opened the gates to the other side. You can't stop what's coming. But if you cut me and my beach loose, perhaps you can stop it from spreading. You might just prevent the last stranding. And mankind will live to die another day.
And it doesn't have to end here.
But it does. The beach is doomed no matter what. One look ought to tell you that.
One last question, and the game still has to answer this. Please explain why you want the end of the world.
Which is...
Because if you look at this facial expression, is like the reason why she's in pain is because she's valuing Sam right now. But then also the game has shown me that she often looks like this at him, but the moment she looks away, she goes stone face. And yeah. And is even sometimes really annoyed. So I don't really know what to make of this, because this could mean three things. Number one, she never wanted to do this in the first place. Or number two, she doesn't want Sam to die. Or number three, this is just theater.
Which is why we must sever our connection.
That'll be it. The end of the Death Stranding.
You can't stop the inevitable. The sixth extinction will happen either today or tomorrow. You can either end it with dignity, quick, clean, and in a flash, or you can struggle in vain, knowing full well what's waiting come the finish. Those are your choices. You kept it all this time. Perhaps you still have a chance to stop this nightmare. You brought the world together. You have the right to decide. Pull the rope or cut the noose. But whatever you do, don't hesitate. I'm ready, Sam Strand. Make your choice.
But wait. I don't know what to do.
Sure you do. After everything, how could you not?
Like the great hunter once said, if it's hostile, you kill it. You know what this is? You're supposed to wait for a certain moment.
I'm ready, Sam Strand. Make your choice.
But wait. I don't know what to do.
Sure you do. After everything, how could you not?
Is it her talisman? Is this one of my talismans?
I'm here for you. Always. Like you were for me.
Here. It's a dream catcher. Wear it when you sleep, and I'll keep the nightmares away. I'll always be with you. When you're all grown up, you'll need it to make us whole again. And when the time comes, you'll have to stop me. You are the only one who can. Promise you'll remember. Sam, I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
I remember. You knew. You always knew.
I did and I didn't. I had so many dreams of the future. I didn't know which ones to trust. Which is why I decided to share them with you and the others. But to connect the dots, to make sense of everything, you need perspective. You need time. Time has no meaning to me. I am not a line. I am a single point. Which is why all I could do was just show you the choices and let you decide.
Our nightmares are your dreams.
You found the common thread, the strand that links them together. And you did that the only way possible. To live life one day at a time. Thank you, Sam. A gun won't help you here. But it still has a role to play. It was the bonds between people that brought the world together. And if that is what matters most to you, then I will stay here on this beach, I will shut myself in and the rest of you out.
Shut yourself in. Come on.
Once the last stranding starts, it can't be stopped. I can't go with you. All I can do is try to spare you the worst.
Why do you have to stay on the beach?
Sam, I am the beach. And I must stay here and ensure that the extinction happens. Even if it takes tens or hundreds of thousands of years.
Alone?
That's what an EE does. If I had just done my job, none of this would have happened. But I couldn't take it anymore. I got so tired of waiting, and I figured that no one would blame me if I just got it all over with. So, that's what I did.
Sounds like hell.
But you and the others came together, connected. And you may be living on borrowed time, but you still have hope. Before each of the Big Five, life rebelled. They fought back, evolved in order to survive. The extinction isn't just an ending. It's an opportunity. And if I have to pay the price for that, to be the sacrifice, then so be it. Even if we aren't together, we will always be connected. Goodbye, Sam.
So, the reason why I pause is because the game has disturbed me more often than I can want to count. So it's fine for me to disturb the game. If I understand this right, she just destroys things. And this time, it just wasn't time. But she wanted to do the thing. Because she was lonely. But in her loneliness, she decided to give the word one win condition. That if the word comes together, that she would leave it intact. And she would choose someone she met on a beach. There's one more question this game needs to answer. How did Sam got on the beach the first time? How did Sam die? Maybe I've not been paying attention enough to Dooms, It probably was more explained in the emails, but from Die Hard's explanation at the end is that in order to contract dooms, you would need to die once. So the question becomes, when he was like 10 years old or 12, how did he die? And why was he on the beach? Do the beaches get created when someone dies? Like Die Hard said, he never died. He never tried it. That's why he hasn't a beach. Dead man doesn't have a beach because he is a dead man walking. Replaced. He is just a zombie. Here's an interesting thing about a body part replacement, right? You replace your own body every 7 years. Every cell in your body will have died and will be replaced in the time span of 7 years. But you still feel like you're the same, right? Like I'm freaking 33 years old, so I'm, I have done my replacement multiple times, about 3-4 times. Maybe it even happens even at a way faster rate when you are younger. And then the older you get, the slower your cell reproduction comes. So that's what we call aging. So, but while every cell has died and be replaced, you never notice that your soul changed, right? Or what we would call a soul, like your self-being. Even so, we have noticed that yourself is in the frontal cortex. I was talking about dead man. When you replace someone's body parts and stuff, the most important part is the brain, since that is all of the personality and the most hostile organ to the entire body. Like the main operator, and everything that is inside of the brain is what makes a personality, right? So the question is, since that dude has a brain, who is he? It's not like you can wipe a brain like an USB stick or a hard drive. And even then, when you wipe it, what sort of operating system do you play on it? So who is Dead Man really? What consciousness, in quotation marks, did they copy over? A question that the game leaves open is, why did the EE give a win condition to the human race? My Dungeon Dragon the brain says because she is chaotic evil. So sometimes they will do something extremely positive. But I would say probably that win condition was allowed because of Sam, because Sam died. And the question becomes then, how did he die? What was so tragic that when he connected with the extinction entity, that she was moved and decided to give a win condition?